Here at the Now, we have spent a lot of time showcasing the outdoor trails along the western slope of the Sierra Mountains because of the close proximity available to local Kern County families. But tonight on a new episode of Tori's Trails, we're taking a look at the other side of the Sierra Mountains to bring you a taste of some of the outdoor adventures the eastern slope also has to offer. Tori?
Jessica, the western Sierras rest in the backyard for many of our viewers in Kern County. But tonight I wanted to encourage everyday people to take a step further and explore what else is on the other side of their mountains and what it has to offer, along with what it looks like to camp and hike in the same weekend. Check it out. Looks incredible. Come look at this.
If you're craving postcard-worthy Sierra views, Bishop, California may be the spot for you.
Or if I find a worm, you're next.
All right. But you might want to bring your camping gear because this spot is made for day hikers who want to hike in and hike out.
Oh. And these things break pretty easy. So.
In this case, I decided to make this a family trip with my dad and brother. So we set up camp at the Intake 2 campground, where there is plenty of trees and wildlife to surround your tents, along with tons of fishing on the lake. After catching trout for our dinner and paying for our campsite fee, we headed 3 miles up the mountain to the South Lake Trailhead, which grants access to hundreds of trails for hikers. Since we were interested in a day hike, we chose to take the 5.5-mile round-trip trek to Long Lake. The path wasted no time climbing up steep, gravelly terrain, but it eventually leveled out. Along the way, we came across several mule trains, streams, familiar Kern County flowers like Indian paintbrush and sage. The trail ultimately tops out at over 11,000 feet above elevation, with plenty of vistas just like this for you to cast a fishing line or simply enjoy the view and snap a picture or two.
That's a pretty nice backdrop there.
We hiked back and eventually started a fire at our campsite.
Give it a minute. Catch pretty quick here.
Prepped the trout we caught and cooked dinner over the fire. After hiking a total of 12 miles in 2 days, we made one last stop before making our way back to Bakersfield.
Here we are at the Wild Willie's Hot Springs. It's about 103 degrees in this water right now. As you can see, I have a face mask on right now that many of the locals say is great for your skin, exfoliates it quite a bit. Very therapeutic experience we have here. And I'm gonna pan to the left so you can get a greater observation of some of the grand vistas that one can see when they're out here. I mean, there's nothing but eastern Sierras for you to check out with you and your family. So if you guys do decide to make your way down here, it's about 40 miles north of Bishop, so not too far from where you'll be doing most of your camping and hiking. But if you do decide to come here, make sure you take all of your trash with you to preserve it for others. And thank you for joining me on another episode of Tori's Trails, and make sure you tune in next week to find another hidden place near you. This was my first time hiking and camping outdoors. I learned a ton of new tips that will make it easier on you and your family along the way. So make sure you head to our website, turnto23.com, to find a list of packing essentials and more. You can also find details under the in-depth section on Roku. For the Now Bakersfield, I'm Tori Cooper, 23 ABC.